Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of I Am Latoya Renee. If you are new here, welcome. If you've been here before, guys, hey y'all. Today I want to talk about something. It's probably, quite honestly, my greatest insecurity, but it is my hair or lack thereof.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Still not understanding.
So if you've been here for a while, you've probably noticed that I typically always cover my edges to the best of my ability. Sometimes I don't, but for the most part, I usually have some sort of headband on or ball cap, something on, particularly in my videos. And it's because, quite honestly, I have been suffering with hair loss for quite some time. And if we're being completely honest, I've probably had hair thinning on my edges for as long as I can remember. I've always, felt like it could be thicker. But it wasn't until I got into my 30s that it became more of a focus, more of an insecurity for myself, more of something that I wanted to hide. And that's when I got into like wearing wigs and things like that. Obviously putting something on your edges like headbands, hats, wigs, there's friction which can aid in additional hair loss. And so I've dealt with that a little bit too. Hence the reason that if you've been here for a while, I started out wearing wigs and then I abruptly stopped. It was really around the time that I had my myomectomy surgery to remove a fibroid back in October of 2024. It was at that point that I was just like, well, I have to wash my hair and take my hair down anyway. Let's just stop with, wearing wigs and things like that. And so I haven't worn anything since that time. I've been wearing my real hair. Now over time, I've done washing it, pressing it, and I did dye it earlier this year. First time I've ever dyed my hair in my entire life. Like seriously, not even like a rinse or anything. I've never dyed my hair before until 2025. And we didn't even go all the way to the root or anything when we did the highlights. But that's besides the point. In October is when I really started wearing my hair out because I felt like I needed to stop to let my edges kind of breathe. Now, some of the things that I've done over time to try to help with my hair growth include taking more biotin, of course, using Rogaine or minoxidil on my edges. My dermatologist recommended that. I did all those things, and quite honestly, nothing worked. I never saw an improvement. And I think particularly when I switched to compounded semaglutide, my edges started thinning even more. And I know that that's true for some people that I know personally, they've experienced more hair loss and things like that. But because I've always had thinner edges, it kind of was like, it could be just because I've always had thinner edges. But when I sit here and I think about it more and I touch and I feel my edges and things like that, I'm noticing that the areas that are thin are even more thin, are even more bare. And so I decided that it's time to intervene and try some things that maybe I've seen on social media, seen online, heard about from people, but was hesitant to try just because, a lot of hair care treatments and products are pretty costly. But quite honestly, I'm kind of at that point now where it's like, okay, everything that I've done up until this point has not helped. And so maybe it's time to do something different to get a different result. And so I decided this week that I was going to officially pull the trigger and try Nutrafol. I'm sure you guys have seen advertisements, just like I've seen advertisements about it. And there's some good results for some people. Watched several YouTube videos. There's been good results. There's also been people who haven't had the best results or whatever it was that they were seeking. But I'm kind of in this mindset in 2025 that like if everything I've been doing up until this point hasn't been working, it's time to try something new. And so I'm gonna try it. So I ordered my first bottle of Nutrafol. I got it in the mail yesterday. I'm super excited about it. I have not opened it or anything, so I'm going to open it with you guys today and just kind of talk about what I see in real time with this vitamin. But I think the first thing is that I'm going to be real with you guys and show you what exactly I'm talking about when I say my edges are thin. And so we're going to get into that now. This is tough. This is me being very vulnerable. But I think this is helpful for other folks because I was sitting here Googling, looking up things, trying to find people like me who are experiencing the same things as me. So I'm certain there's other people doing the same thing. And so hopefully this is one more thing out in the world that can be helpful to someone. So I'm going to remove my headband. Here we go. So here are my edges. This side is more bare than this one, and that's always been the case my entire life. My right side has always been more bare, but like right in this area here, there are some spots where there's no hair, which is new for me, and is concerning. Now I've had my scalp checked, and like my follicles are still alive and well, so there is potential for growth there, but there's currently I'm currently missing a little bit of hair in here, and then the rest is just very thin, as you can see. So this is just me being real with you guys that this is a struggle of mine. Let's get on into unboxing the Nutrafol and just learning about it a little bit together. So here's the bottle of Nutrafol. On the front of it, it just says that it's a hair growth nutraceutical. There's 120 capsules in this bottle. I got the Nutrafol Woman. There are other ones that are more for people who are in menopause and things like that, or who have recently had a baby. Neither of those things apply to me, so I just got the basic Nutrafol Woman bottle. This bottle states that this is for hair wellness from within. It says physician formulated to multi-target key root causes that compromise hair health. Clinically shown to promote hair growth and improve hair quality in women. 100% drug-free with stress adaptogens and growth powering patented synergen complex. Now, don't know what all that means, but that is what the bottle says. The directions on here are to take 4 capsules once daily with a meal, and for best results, take for a minimum of 3 to 6 months and beyond. Do not exceed the recommended serving. Store in a cool, dry place. So this is a commitment. 4 capsules a day is a commitment. I'm curious to see what exactly the pills look like. I've seen them online, but I'm curious to see what they look like in person. So we're gonna take the seal off and find out. So the seal is off, and I'm sure you can see these pills are quite large. There we go. Those are the capsules. You can see the product in it. I don't know if y'all will be able to see it, but you can like see it kind of move about within the capsule. We are to take 4 of these a day with a meal, so I'll do that. Some of the key ingredients or key things that are found in here, of course, you're going to find your biotin, vitamin A, C, D, E. There's protein. Let's see what else. Cayenne extract, Japanese knotweed, black pepper extract, saw palmetto, hydrolyzed marine collagen, ashwagandha, and it's going to be the root and the leaf. So there's a lot of good things in here that people are saying are helpful in hair growth. So hopefully we see some good results in this. Something to note from an allergy standpoint that I'm noticing on the back of this bottle is that it does contain fish. More specifically, it contains cod, haddock, and pollock. So if you're someone who cannot have fish, that's going to be something good for you to know prior to buying this. That's essentially it. I'm going to take the 4 pills every day and just kind of see how things go. But this is a real struggle for me. You could probably tell in my tone that this is something that like I want to share with you guys, but it's it's a huge insecurity of mine, more so than my weight and weight loss journey and things like that. This is something that truly bothers me day in and day out, and something that I do try to hide. So I'm hoping that we can transform my edges and get to a healthier spot, particularly because I am someone who has naturally finer hair. It would be nice for my edges to be filled in to kind of help with that. So hopefully this does the trick. But I'm gonna try this. We're gonna start this Nutrafol journey. Probably not gonna do weekly updates like I did with my GLP-1 journey. If I see changes every week, I'm definitely gonna let y'all know, but I'm not convinced that I will. I think this is a long haul situation, and you know, true results probably won't show for at least a couple months. So we'll see. I'll try to update at least every month and we'll go from there. This is going to be the start of my Nutrafol journey. I did order mine off of Amazon. You can order off of their website. Completely up to you on what you want to do. But Amazon does have it if you're not wanting to go through the Nutrafol site. If you like the content that I'm offering to you, I want you to make sure that you hit the like button as well as the subscribe button, so that when new content does post, you are one of the first people to see it. It also helps this channel grow, guys. I'll be seeing you very soon. Bye.